What's up, everybody? Welcome to Brown Girl's Hair. On this video will basically be a question and answer video. The first portion will be me answering more serious questions about her hair and hair care. And then the second part of the video, I'll bring my daughter in to answer more questions geared towards her and her personality. I'll let her answer those. First off, I think the most annoying question that I get that I have to respond to is brown girl mixed as far as race? No, she's not mixed. She's 100% African American, black. Both of us, her father and I, biological parents, we are her biological parents, and we are both black. That question annoys me is because so many people assume that because her hair is long, she has to be mixed with something else, as if black girls can't grow long hair. And that's so annoying to me, because anybody who works at it, takes care of your hair, keep it healthy, it'll grow. You know, it may take longer for some than others, but it'll grow. That I like to share with people, to grow long hair or to grow your hair out, is the most important thing is to make sure that it's healthy. You know, if you keep it healthy, you know, wash as needed, condition, deep condition, keep your ends trimmed, you know, make sure if you get braids and things like that, they aren't too tight. It's just different things that you can do to promote keeping your hair healthy. And in turn, in time, it will grow, you know. And there is no timeline to how fast one's hair will grow, because my hair may grow faster than the next person's hair. But eventually in time, you know, it will grow. The next question I get is, what products do I use to make her hair grow? And this is very interesting too, because it's almost like people think there's a magic formula or there's a magic product, quote unquote, that will make their hair grow. Well, in my experience, and those that are around me and their experiences with hair growth, it's a process. And it's a matter of, as I said before, taking the time to just make sure your hair is healthy as it can be. You know, a lot of people, I think we put too much emphasis and too much time and effort into trying to get length, trying to get the hair to grow, trying to get long hair. And I would like for the focus to be more so on healthy hair, having a healthy head of hair, because if you do that first, then the rest will come. And I like to emphasize that although my daughter has long hair, you know, and there's nothing wrong with striving for long hair or striving for your daughter's hair to be long, but just, you know, keep everything in the right perspective and focus more so on her hair being healthy than the length. Because to me, length doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything, you know, if the hair isn't healthy and it's breaking off. And you got to stay away from talking about the length a lot. And I know that's what people want to hear, you know, how did you do it? How are you doing it? But there is no magic formula, because what I do for my child's hair may not work for your child. You know, it just may not work. And that's why it's called a hair journey. And in that journey, it's trial and error. You know, you got to try different things to see what's going to work for your child's hair, because what works for mine may not work for yours. You know, I'll give you the information for you to try, but just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And I think the more people understand that and see that in their hair care journey, it'll be a lot easier, because you can really get burdened down with all these different processes and regimens that people do and all these different products that people use. And you know, you can really get like, man, this is too much. You can really get that way. But if you just take one step at a time, try one product line at a time, so that you'll know what works and what doesn't work. instead of, you know, being all over the place. Oh, well, she said this worked and her child's hair looks like this, so I'm going to try this. And she said this works and her hair looks like this and I like it, I'm going to try this. You know, that's good to try different things, but just keep in mind that what works for one person or what works for me and my daughter may not work for you. And it may not be that you're doing it wrong. You could be doing it right. But it just may be that that just doesn't work for you, you know. Matter. It doesn't have a perm. No, she does not have a perm. No, she has never had a perm. No, I do not put any chemicals in her hair. It's just her hair, you know. As far as her hair care, the main things I do is I make sure that it's moisturized. I wash it not often. I do not wash my child's hair very often. We'll get to that in a minute. But I just make sure, the main thing I do with her is to make sure her hair is moisturized because her hair loves to be moisturized. So I do that, and I make sure that every night she wears a bonnet. And I'm going to have a video coming up that will show you exactly what we do at nighttime, what we use, what I put on her head, what I use on her head to keep it from getting wet when she's in the tub, all of that. I'm going to have a special video coming up with all of that information in it. I flat iron or blow dry my daughter's hair. Yes, I blow dry my daughter's hair. I don't do it very often because I don't wash her hair very often. She has the type of hair that thrives without water. It just does. And people ask, you know, well, do you get product buildup in between? Because as far as washing, I probably wash her hair every maybe 6 to 8 weeks. And if there's a time span that she needs it sooner than that, I'll do that. But in most cases, I don't have to. And when I wash it, if I'm doing twists, I don't blow dry it. I just do her twist while it's wet. But other than that, I'll blow dry it. So most times, at the most, I think I've blow dried her hair within 1 year's time. It's probably 5 times maybe at the most. And that may have been a couple of years ago. But now, I won't blow dry her hair more than 4 times a year. I don't, because I try not to use too much heat on her hair. But when I blow dry it, I make sure that the blow dryer is on warm. I do that on warm. And I do it no more than 4 times. Iron brown girl's hair. No. I do not flat iron my daughter's hair. I do not press her hair. The only heat that her hair receives, as I said earlier, is when I blow dry it. And that's at most 4 times a year on warm. What else do people ask me all of the time? I get product questions. What products do you use? And I'm going to reserve that for another video simply because I would like to have the products in front of me and show them to you and show you exactly how I use each product. I'm going to do that. That's coming up. Stay tuned for that. I have a lot of videos that are going to be coming up. I'm going to start posting videos every week now, more often, with more information and more details on what I do with her hair and how I do it. It's very simple. I don't go through a whole bunch of rituals and changes and regimens. I don't have this whole difficult regimen. It's very simple. You know, it's simple. I like stuff simple. I like simple hairstyles. I like to keep it simple. I like for it to be things that everyday moms can do. I know the cornrows may be a little stretch, but I have a video coming up on how to do cornrows soon too. But, you know, as far as using a whole bunch of hair accessories, I'm not really into that. She likes hair bows now, so she does wear hair bows more often than another question I get is, how often do I comb her hair? To be truthful with you, I do not comb my daughter's hair every day. I don't. I don't comb it Sunday through Saturday. I usually try to give her a hairstyle that will last for a week. I know that sounds strange, but that's what I do. Now I will touch her hair up. Like for instance, the hairstyle she had with the bun that had the cornrows going down. You know, they came up this way and then they went down the side. She wore that hairstyle for a week. And I would have to maybe every other day freshen up her bun. You know, take the ponytail down, comb it, and put it back in the bun. Things like that. Yeah, I did that every other day. And that hairstyle lasted really well. And that's the reason I pretty much do the type hairstyles I do, is because I don't comb her hair every single day. I don't. So, call it what you want, but I don't. Now, some of the older styles that you see on my channel that have a lot of ponytails, those hairstyles, you know, you gotta comb that every night because it's just not gonna look right. And then if you have those balls or knockers in there and the hair get tangled up in there, that wouldn't be a good look. So yeah, you would wanna comb ponytails. Now, what I did find when she was younger and she wore more ponytails like that, the more ponytails I put in her hair, the longer it lasted. So I will say that on that. I think that's going to be it for the most popular questions that I get about her hair. If you have any questions or anything that you would like for me to do a video on or to talk about or whatever the case may be, just put it down in the comments or shoot me an email. I'm very good about responding to every comment I get and every email I receive. I make sure I do that because I'm appreciative that you would even take the time to send me an email or write a comment. I'm very appreciative of that. So, you know, whatever you want to share, don't be shy. Share, ask. No, because I don't sit here and act like I know it all or think I know it all or want to pretend like I know it all, because I don't. I know what works for me and my child. That's what I know. And that's the information that I can give you. And you can try it and see what works or does not work for you. But I don't ever want to take the stance and tell people what they should or should not do with their child's hair, because that's your discretion, that's your choice. Just like it's my choice to do what I do with my daughter's hair, whether you like it or not, or people like it or not. You know, it's just it's my choice. So, you know, you have that choice as well. So with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and do part 2 and let Brown Girl answer questions that we've received about her. And before I go, because I'm not going to come back into this video, before I go, I do want to thank each and every one of you for your support. And if you have not subscribed to Brown Girl's Hair, please do, because I have a lot of good stuff coming up this year. What is your real name?
I don't give out my real name and information on the internet for safety reasons. I just go with Brown Girl's Hair.
Okay. They want to know, how old are you?
I'm 8.
You're 8. Do you have a perm?
No.
Do you know what a perm is?
No.
Do you like getting your hair combed?
No.
Why not?
Because it hurts.
And why does it hurt?
Because you keep combing my hair too hard.
No, it hurts because you are tender-headed.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
That's what it is. You're tender-headed. That's why it hurts.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you like to talk?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we go?
I want to say, well, not really.
Oh, one other thing. Do you like making the videos for Brown Girl's Hair?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I like where I get to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
That's it?
Yes.
You don't like taking the pictures?
Uh-uh.
You don't like getting your hair combed?
Uh-uh.
What's the thing you like least about your hair?
That is not, that is not long like Rapunzel's hair.
You want it to be that long? It's already long.
I want it to be as long as the house.
Oh, you want it to just keep growing long?
Yes.
So what are you going to do to make sure that it does that?
No perms.
No perms. That sounds take me a long time to do your hair?
Yes.
Yes, it does. And do you ever get your hair pressed or flat ironed? Because some people think because it's so straight that I press it or flat iron it. I don't. I'll tell them that, but they don't believe me.
Well, one thing to make them believe you. One thing to make them believe you is all you have to do is show them for yourself.
I do. I put it in videos, and now I even have you in the video, so they'll know.
So they'll know what and how.
Yeah. Do I wash your hair a lot?
No.
Nope. And you like that, right?
Yes.
The one thing you don't like about your hair is what?
That. Oh, I don't like it on my ears.
You don't like it touching your ears?
No.
That's a challenge, guys, because most of these hairstyles you see me do that are hanging across her head, we end up pinning it up because she does not want it touching her ears. Tell everybody bye, please. We're done.
Bye. And that dog is our dog.
And tell them thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye.